Hi students, let us continue numerical methods part 8. So today we discuss about numerical integration. The process of evaluating a definite integral from a set of tabulated values of the integrand f of x is called numerical integration. So here this is the process of obtaining approximate value of the definite integral, say integral I is equal to a to b y dx without actual integration, but by using the values of y, by using the values of the integrand y at some equidistant values of x over the interval a comma b. So here the interval a comma b is divided into n equal parts of width h. So h is equal to b minus a by n. Let a is equal to x naught, x1 is equal to x naught plus h, x2 is equal to x naught plus 2h, etc. xn is equal to x naught plus nh, that is equal to b. Be the points of division. Also let y naught is equal to f of x naught, y1 is equal to f of x1, y2 is equal to f of x2, etc. yn is equal to f of xn be the corresponding values of y is equal to f of x. So now we have a set of values of y is equal to f of x at equidistant points of x, and the values x comma y are tabulated. So this is the table where you have the values of x and y. So here x naught is equal to a, x1, x2, x3, etc. xn is equal to b, and the corresponding functional values y naught, y1, y2, etc. yn. We present three rules or formulae to obtain the value of the definite integral I is equal to integral a to b y dx numerically. So first one you have Simpson's 1/3 rule. So the formula is I is equal to h by 3 into y naught plus yn plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus etc. plus yn minus 1 plus 2 into y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus etc. plus yn minus 2. So you see in the formula, inside the square bracket we have the first bracket, small bracket is y naught plus yn. It is the sum of first and last ordinate. If you see the table, first ordinate is y naught, the last one is yn. Next, second term is 4 times of the sum of odd ordinates. You see the suffix 1, 3, next 5 up to yn minus 1. So 4 times of the sum of odd ordinates. So odd ordinates are y1, y3, y5, etc. Next, third term, it is 2 into y2 plus y4 plus y6, etc. plus yn minus 2. That is the sum of even ordinates. You see the suffix 2, 4, 6, etc. So that is the sum of even ordinates y2, y4, etc. So I is equal to h by 3 into y naught plus yn plus 4 into y1 plus y3, etc. yn minus 1 plus 2 into y2 plus y4, etc. yn minus 2. That is Simpson's 1/3 rule. Next one, Simpson's 3/8 rule. So that is I is equal to 3h by 8 into y naught plus yn, that is the sum of first and the last ordinate, plus 3 times of the sum of ordinates which are not multiples of 3. You can see the suffix here 1, 2, 4, 5, etc. up to n minus 1. So we don't have 3, 6, 9, etc. So which are multiples of 3. So we are writing second term 3 times of the sum of the ordinates which are not multiples of 3, like y1 plus y2 plus y4 plus y5 etc. yn minus 1, plus the third term is twice of the sum of ordinates which are multiples of 3. So we are getting only multiples of 3, y3, y6, y9 etc. yn minus 3. So that is Simpson's 3/8 rule. Next we have Wedel's rule, that is given by I is equal to 3h by 10 summation I is equal to 0 to n kyi, where k takes the values 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5, 2, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5, 2 etc. So when n is equal to 6, means when the interval is divided into 6 equal parts, then this Wedel's rule becomes I is equal to integral x naught to x naught plus 6h y dx, that is equal to 3h by 10 into, we use the values of k now, 1 y naught plus 5 y1 plus 1 y2 plus 6 y3 plus 1 y4 plus 5 y5 plus 1 y6. It is 1 1 5 1 6 1 5 1 6. So I is equal to 3h by 10 y naught plus 5 y1 plus y2 plus 6 y3 plus y4 plus 5 y5 plus y6. Next we have a note. First one, when we divide the interval a comma b, of course it is closed interval a comma b, into n equal parts, there will be n plus 1 values. So that is x a is equal to x naught, then x1, it is x1, x2 etc. xn is equal to b. X naught, a is equal to x naught, x1, x2 etc. xn is equal to b. The corresponding values of y also n plus 1 in number. They are referred to as the ordinates. These y0, y1, y2 etc. they are referred to as ordinates. So we can say that if there are n plus 1 ordinates, there must be n equal parts. For example, if there are 7 ordinates, there must be 6 equal parts. Next, note 2. It is very important to know that to apply Simpson's 1/3 rule, n must be a multiple of 2. And next, to apply Simpson's 3/8 rule, n must be a multiple of 3. And to apply Wedel's rule, n must be a multiple of 6. So when n is equal to 6 or multiple of 6, all the rules can be applied to find the approximate value of the given integral. Of course, while solving problems, if it is mentioned how many points of division to be taken, we follow the same. Otherwise, we follow this note, that is for Simpson's 1/3, n should be a multiple of 2. For Simpson's 3/8, n must be a multiple of 3. And to apply Wedel's rule, n must be a multiple of 6. So the working procedure is as follows. Step 1, given the definite integral I is equal to integral a to b y dx for evaluation, first we divide the interval a comma b into appropriate number of equal parts so as to apply the desired rule. So a is equal to x naught, then x1 is x1, x2 etc. xn is equal to b, be the points of division inclusive of the ends. Step 2, prepare a table consisting of the values of x and the corresponding computed values of y, denoted by y0, y1, y2, etc. yn. Next, step 3. Substitute the values from this table into the appropriate rule to obtain the approximate value of the given definite integral. Now let us solve problems. First problem. Evaluate integral 0 to 6 3x square dx, dividing the interval 0, 6 into 6 equal parts by applying A. Simpson's 1/3 rule, B. Simpson's 3/8 rule, and C. Wedel's rule. So for solution, first we consider the given integral as I is equal to integral 0 to 6 3x square dx. Here the limits from 0 to 6. So divide the interval 0, 6 into 6 equal parts. So n is equal to 6 here. So the length of the each part is h, that is given by 6 minus 0 by n, that is 6 minus 0 by 6, we will get 1. H is equal to 1. So the points of division are x is equal to, starting from 0, you go on adding h is 1 here, so we will get 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, next 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can find the corresponding values of the given function y is equal to 3x square. So we form the table where the first row has the values of x 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second row y is equal to 3x square. By substituting the values of x, we will get y0 0, y1 3, y2 12, y3 27, y4 48, y5 75, y6 108. So first A, by Simpson's 1/3 rule. So first we will write the formula I is equal to h by 3 into y0 plus yn, that is the first and last ordinate, plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus etc. yn minus 1, that is 4 times of the sum of odd ordinates, plus 2 into y2 plus y4 etc. yn minus 2, that is twice of the sum of the even ordinates. So here we have n is equal to 6, h is equal to 1, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 6, and the integrand y is equal to 3x square. So since n is equal to 6, we have 7 ordinates, that is y0 to y6. So the formula becomes I is equal to 1 by 3 y0 plus y6, that is a sum of first and last ordinate, plus 4 times of the sum of odd ordinates y1 plus y3 plus y5, plus twice of the sum of even ordinates y2 plus y4. Of course even y6 is also even, but already we used y6 here, that is the first term y0 plus y6. So you should write the third term as only 2 into y2 plus y4. So substitute the values from the table, you know the values of y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6. You substitute the values and simplify, we get I is equal to 216. Next, by Simpson's 3/8 rule, the formula is I is equal to 3h by 8 into y0 plus y6 plus 3 times of the sum of ordinates which are not multiples of 3, like y1 plus y2 plus y4 plus y5, plus 2 times of ordinates which are multiples of 3, we will get only one, that is y3 here. So again substitute the values and simplify, we get I is equal to 216. Next, C, by Wedel's rule. First let us write the formula I is equal to 3h by 10 y0 plus 5y1 plus y2 plus 6y3 plus y4 plus 5y5 plus y6. And we know the values of y0 to y6 from the table, and h is also you know, that is 1. So you substitute the values and simplify, you will get I is equal to 216. So in all the three cases we got the value of the given definite integral is 216. So that is integral 0 to 6 3x square dx is equal to 216. Next, second example. Evaluate integral 0 to 1 dx by 1 plus x square taking 7 ordinates by applying A. Simpson's 1/3 rule, B. Simpson's 3/8 rule, and C. Wedel's rule. Here it is given taking 7 ordinates. So means you have to divide the interval 0, 1 into 6 equal parts. If you divide into 6 equal parts, you will get 7 ordinates. So solution, let I is equal to integral 0 to 1 dx by 1 plus x square. So 7 ordinates means the interval 0, 1 must be divided into 6 equal parts. So n is equal to 6. The length of each part is given by h is equal to b minus a by n, that is 1 minus 0 by 6 will get 1 by 6. So now the values of x and y are tabulated. So x has the value 0 plus second one x naught is 0, x1 is x naught plus h is 1 by 6 here, 0 plus 1 by 6 is 1 by 6. Next x2 2 by 6, x3 3 by 6, x4 4 by 6, x5 5 by 6, x6 6 by 6, and the integrand is y is equal to 1 by 1 plus 6. So we'll get y naught by substituting x naught value here, that is 1. Then y1 is 6 by 7, y2 is 3 by 4, y3 is 2 by 3, y4 is 3 by 5, y5 is 6 by 11, y6 is 1 by 2. Now first A, by Simpson's 1/3 rule, we have the formula I is equal to h by 3 into y0 plus yn plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus etc. yn minus 1 plus 2 into y2 plus y4 plus etc. plus yn minus 2. So since n is equal to 6 and h is 1 by 6 here, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1, we get I is equal to h by 3, 1 by 6 by 3 into y0 plus y6 plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus 2 into y2 plus y4. So we know the values from the table. You substitute and simplify, we get I is equal to 0.6932. Next B, by Simpson's 3/8 rule. So we have the formula I is equal to 3h by 8 into y0 plus y6 plus 3 into y1 plus y2 plus y4 plus y5 plus 2 into y3. So again we have the values from the table, substitute here and simplify, we get 0.6932. Next C, by Wedel's rule. First let us write the formula I is equal to 3h by 10 into y0 plus 5y1 plus y2 plus 6y3 plus y4 plus 5y5 plus y6. So we substitute the value of h and values of y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6 from the table and simplify, we get I is equal to 0.6932. Next, third problem. Evaluate integral 4 to 5.2 log x to the base e dx taking 6 equal strips by applying Wedel's rule. So let I is equal to integral 4 to 5.2 log x to base e dx. So since you have to divide into 6 equal parts, so the length of each strip is h is equal to 5.2 minus 4 divided by 6, that is 0.2. The values of x and y is equal to log x to base e are tabulated. We get these values. So x takes the values 4, 4.2, 4.4, 4.6, 4.8, 5.0, 5.2. Here the width is 0.2, and the corresponding functional values, that is y is equal to log x to base e. So y0 is 1.3863, y1 1.4351, y2 1.4816, y3 1.5261, y4 1.5686, y5 1.6094, and y6 1.6487. So first let's write the formula, that is Wedel's rule. I is equal to integral a to b y dx is equal to 3h by 10 into y0 plus 5y1 plus y2 plus 6y3 plus y4 plus 5y5 plus y6. So while writing this Wedel's rule, the coefficients, we can remember the coefficients in the order 1 5 1 6 1 5 1. For these ordinates we have the coefficients 1 5 1 6 1 5 1. So then substitute the ordinates and simplify, you will get the value 1.8279. That is the required answer. Thank you.